If you're looking at EVs in Australia, you've probably seen this car, the BYD Sealion 7. It's one of the best-selling, if not the best-selling EVs in this country. Hi, I'm EV Route, your friend in real-world EV test drives. And as someone shopping for my first EV, I wanted to make this video, and I've actually test driven this car before. But let me tell you why I'm test driving it again, and why I'm making a video on a car that's already popular. But first, let's take a good look around.
So test driving the Sealion 7, BYD Sealion 7. And this is a car I've actually test driven before. I've test driven this twice now, and the reason is, it's the car I keep coming back to when I think about what's a realistic SUV EV that I'm gonna get for a good price, for a good value price. And when I test drove this car, it was probably about maybe 3 months ago, the first time I test drove it. Since then, I've seen so many more BYDs on the road. It's crazy. I've seen so many more BYD Sealion 6s and 7s specifically. I remember reading about it. The more you're aware of something, the more relevant it is in your life, the more you notice it. So it could be that, but I swear I see it all the time. And you know, I've test driven a few EVs now on this channel, and I just wanted to come back to this. This was one of the first EVs I drove before I started recording my test drives. This is one of my favorite EV cars. And I say that not because it's the most amazing decked out EV that I've driven in this size and range. It's not because it's good value, but because it's sort of become my comparison car. I know a lot of people compare their EVs to the Tesla model. Tesla 3, for example, the Tesla Y. But funnily enough, I use the BYD Sealion 7 as my comparison. I think it is a very solid car, great value, has all the standard features you need. So when people ask me, hey EV route, what car should I start off with? You know, I'm not very familiar with EVs. I don't know much about regen braking or charge rates, efficiency, all those things. I say, hey, instead of going into a Tesla, which is a lot of people's introduction to EVs, why not start with the Sealion 7? Why do I bring that up? Well, this car feels like a car. If you come from an ICE, an internal combustion engine car, to this, I think the transition is really nice. It's very easy to do. Even though it's a black interior, it still feels quite spacious. It has all the features that new EVs nowadays have. Wireless charging here for your phone. It's got a cluster at the front which gives you information. I think it's a little bit cluttered, but it still gives you all the basic information that you need. It's got the nice infotainment screen over here, and just driving it's just pleasant. It's quiet, cabin noise is low, it's got nice acceleration, and the regen braking isn't too strong. So if you're not a fan of one pedal driving, this car might be for you. It has Apple CarPlay, it has Android Auto, it has the usual BYD gimmick of rotating the screen, like so. It's got voice command. Hey BYD.
Hi there.
Open the windows.
All right.
Just like this. And I think, personally, it's a nice looking car. Anytime I drive past it, I notice it. It's got the head-up display, it's got many features. I remember the first time driving this car, I felt that excitement of trying an EV. But I also felt a sense of comfort of knowing that, hey, EVs are not as scary, they're not as foreign as I thought they would be, because this was something I could imagine myself driving on a day-to-day basis. And it was from here that I had a jumping point to investigate and look at other EVs, look at more features, and slowly built my way up to finding more and more about it. So I thought to myself, even though this is a car that most people have already tried and test drive and people have known about, you know, it's been out in Australia for a while, I wanted to come back to it, and I wanted to just share my experiences with it, my first impressions and my current impressions coming back to the car. I don't think this car has the fancy features like auto park, which we've seen before, but it has the 360 camera, and it works very nice, very large screen, very clear camera. Just makes reverse parking like this very, very easy, despite the size of this car. There you go. I actually saw the Denza building being built, and I saw cars hidden under the cover. There must be the B5 and the B8, so it must be coming soon. It's interesting because I went on the website for Denza Osborne Park, and on the website you can actually make test drive bookings, and I tried, and I got an automated message saying someone will be in contact with me, but no one ever did. Funnily enough, I did get a phone call from overseas. I was wondering, from China, and I was wondering if that's because I tried to book in Osborne Park, or maybe it's just a robot caller, who knows. This wheel isn't fully circular, but I feel like cars are trending towards this design now. You get used to it very easily. Turning with it is not awkward at all. Here's a speed bump there. Nice suspension, not too bad. It is a heavy car. I've seen reviews saying that the car is not as efficient as other cars. At the end of the day, if you're buying this car because you want your first starter EV SUV that, to me, looks pretty nice, has a premium feel, has all the features you need without being overwhelmingly EV, if that makes sense, then this is a very viable car. And BYD always has these deals and offers, these cashback things. And I've said this before when I reviewed the BYD Atto 2. BYD is really positioning themselves as the go-to car for EVs, providing a bunch of cars for different people at all stages of life. And I think they're doing a very, very good job at it. You'll hear those beeps and boops. It's got a lot of safety features to get that ANCAP rating. I do believe you can switch it off, but from memory, if you do switch it off, it turns on again when you turn the car on. That seems to be life nowadays with these new cars. Funnily enough, I wanted to test drive the Atto 1, and I saw signs by BYD in Perth saying it's ready to test drive and the prices are released. But when I called them up, at first they said December, but now they're looking January. So if you guys are interested in seeing the Atto 1, if you want to see me test drive it, please let me know. I'm super keen to test drive it myself and make a video about it. I just want to take a moment to say thank you very much to everyone that subscribed, everyone that watches these videos and comments. I've loved engaging with this EV community. It's cool seeing a lot of people from overseas as well. It's insane to me that anyone would watch these test drive videos and learn with me about EVs. Like I've said in the previous videos, I started making these because when I was looking for my first EV car, I was so overwhelmed with all the new information as someone that drives an ICE sedan for like years on end. And I'd get all this information from car dealers and I'd watch all these YouTube videos, but I never really got a sense of what the test drive was like for someone like me. So I started recording my own videos because when I was making comparisons, I'd just forget what it was. I'd forget my thoughts. And then my partner said to me, why don't you like upload these? There's going to be someone out there who might feel the same way. And so I did. And then one video got some views, and then another video got more views, and I just kept going. And I've learned a lot from this, so it helps me as well. If this has helped you, that's awesome. I just really want to make these videos to provide more information to those out there, to those adopters of EVs as well. And hopefully I see you on the EV route like me. EV route, EV route. Which one do you prefer? I've been saying EV route, but I'm told that Australians say EV route, so maybe I'm not an Aussie after all. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.